Hey Stampers, I'm Gil Davenport. I'm an independent demonstrator of Stampin' Up, and you are on my YouTube of Stamping Fun with Gail. Today, this is the card that we're going to be making. It's a happy birthday card. It's pretty simple, but it's so elegant. I just absolutely love it, and I hope you do too. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is take one of the new colors, Pale Papaya, which I am in love with. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then we're going to take the Designer Series, I had it written down, I don't know what I did, the hand-painted Designer Series paper. This is one side, which goes very, very nice with the Pale Papaya, but for this particular card, I wanted the polka dot. So we're going to have that. Then we're going to have, for the inside, this is a basic white, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. That'll fit inside. And then this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and it's going to fit in or on the Designer Series paper. So we're going to start doing that, and then I'll just tell you the rest of the directions as we go. First thing, let's go ahead and adhere the inside piece of paper. If y'all have not used the Stampin' Seal yet, I love it as much as I do the Tombow. So I love our multi-purpose. I use it a lot of the time, but I'm also very, very fond of this Stampin' Seal. Okay, so now we're going to the front. Oh, and these are the two colors we'll be using. It's Pale Papaya and Old Olive, but I've already done the stamping to save us some time. So as we continue on, we're going to put on the Designer Series paper. I almost hate to cover this up. It's so pretty. And I'm at the end. I never fail. I always try to keep one handy for just such occasions. Well, and because I'm on, it doesn't want to go, so we're just going to finish up with a little bit of liquid glue. You know, it only happens when you're on camera. Otherwise, you can switch them out and nothing flat, but you know. So now, I've used a scrap piece of paper to stamp out the flower and the happy birthday. There's a trick to this I'm going to show you in a minute. And I also used the Art Gallery ribbon. It is beautiful. It's very, very flexible. It doesn't slip. It's got a nice little sparkle to it. I really like it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and adhere this again with a liquid glue, because I'm going to put the flower on with dimensionals. So then this is a little bit different measurement, so you kind of got to watch what you're doing and see if I can get my head out of the way to get this. Okay. And now, let's decide where we're going to put this first before we adhere it. I've already put the dimensionals on it. I just have to take them off. And I think we're going to do it about like that, because down here is where we want to put our sentiment. And sometimes we have leftover goodies that are no longer current, and I encourage you to not continue to hold on to them. I encourage you to go ahead and use them as you would. I'm going to put the stem of this up above, or up under the flower, just ever so slightly. And there you have that. The next thing we're going to do, and this is what I wanted to show you, this is Art Gallery and the framelits that go with that. So, and it is in our new catalog. I can't remember if they're a bundle or not, but this is the trick that I wanted to show you, and I hope you can see it. Okay, so what I did is I took, and I used white to vary the color a little bit. I took some basic white and I punched out the die that is in the long rectangle die that is in our die set for this stamp, and I put it down in here. And then I put my happy birthday where I wanted it. Now the thing with the pale papaya and pretty much any stamps that you use, you're going to get ink on that, and I purposely left that. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's some little ink smudges from my finger from wiping this off with a baby wipe. So I would encourage you to be real careful of that. So there it is. But it wasn't quite as dark as I wanted. Actually, that one turned out pretty good. So, and we'll do it again. And because it's set, it's perfect. So when you pop it out, you have the nice darker color as what you have on your flower. And I just thought it needed that little bit to stand out. So that was my trick for today on that. And we'll set this over here so I can clean it. Okay, so back to our card. So the next thing I did is I took some glue dots. And that's the wrong size. And I just put some on the back of the ribbon. Well, maybe. I'll just put one there. And I put one at the other end. Somebody asked me why I keep a ribbon around it. It just helps me to be able to rip this off and not have so much of that extra paper. And I know exactly where my first glue dot is when I get ready to use them. Okay, and I just put this, I just set it across there, kind of like that. Hide that end. And I'm actually a little bit long on this, so I can go ahead and cut it off. However, in doing that, I'm cutting off the glue dot that I had. So we'll see how it goes. Then I took my mini dimensionals and my happy birthday, and I put a couple on this. And I did the same thing on both ends, not all the way to the end, and in the middle. And I took them off. And I didn't lay them on top of it. I laid it above it, but still getting part of it. So I looked and, oops, that one kind of stuck. All right, there you go. And then I thought it needed a little bling, and I had these leftover gems, but we have some very similar to that in our Stampin' Up! Catalog now. But I just thought it needed a little bit, so I went ahead and put a couple on. Now, if you do not have a demonstrator and you would like one, I would love to earn your business, send you a catalog. You can get up with me below in the comments. If you liked my card, you can please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you have subscribed, don't forget to ring the little bell so that you'll get all of my notifications. And I did have some mini glue dots, and I'm going to put one right under the base of that stem, and I'm going to kind of roll it because it's a thin piece. And I'm going to put it right on that to hold it down. And I didn't get it off the scissor. There we go. And there you have it. Easy peasy, but it looks $1 million. And how I did the flower is I inked it up and I stamped off and then I stamped on. And then I took the more detailed and I did full strength of the pale papaya. And it kind of gives it a yellowy orange look because you stamped off and then that's the full strength. I just love it. I thought it came together so pretty and I'm just very, very happy with the way it turned out. Anyway, I thank you so much. Again, if you would like, you can get up with me below and we can get together, and I would love to earn your business if you don't have somebody. If you do, that's great. And I just wish that all of you have a good day. But thanks for joining Stamping Fun with Gail. See you soon. Bye-bye.